destination. Please, remember to follow security protocols at all times.
Yeah, roger that, AO. G'day and welcome to the first startup scenario back in Nucleares once again. The plant hasn't been in operation for many years. I'm expecting a lot of things to be broken. That's up to us to fix.
We have arrived at our destination, reactor number 2 of the Nuclears Company. Have a nice day.
Oh, thanks for that, AO. I hope everyone else is having a fantastic day and a great start to the new year. Let's get this scenario up and running. First of all, let's get our flashlight on. A lot of people in the community are saying that this scenario itself should be the first tutorial once opening this game, as I plan to show you how to fix cables, how to fix pipes, how to get everything running, as well as much more. Doesn't seem like we have any power whatsoever. Let's manually open the doors and just pop on in here. Reactor core room's over there, but we need to go upstairs and fix this generator so we can at least start getting some lights on, and then we'll turn on all those panels in the RCR and see what sort of problems we have all throughout the facility. So let's get in here and get one thing at a time done. First thing is the generator, which has no fuel. Okay, let's sort that out right now. Let's get one in the inventory or backpack and one in the hand. So let's get both of these cans in nice and easy, so in case we do an AO maintenance repair, that may do a time skip itself with everything running in the background while that's going through. Not good fun when you get back to all your pumps on fire. Let's start that generator up, and let's just top this last fuel into there just in case that does happen, as I don't want this generator to run out of fuel and shut down for any reason. So let's just get that back in our backpack. It's not quite empty. Let's get all of these switches into the on position for operations of this facility. Let's get them all in, as well as that flashlight off. Let's have a look at our facility batteries, which we have none. Have we got any backup batteries we can use in the meantime? Ah, yes we do. We got 3 right here. Good. Let's close that, and that one. Let's get these 3 in here, so in case our generator shuts down for any reason, these batteries will kick in and we'll have much more of a charge with all of those being there and not over there where they're not used at all. So while I'm up here, I might as well get all of these oil cans and check the oil pressure in all 3 of our pumps. There's all 6 of those cans. Might as well grab all of these fuel canisters as well. As the cable repair tool, we'll grab that, and the spare rod controller itself. We'll also grab the spare AO battery. No, it's our only AO battery. That's all right. We'll grab the electrode box and the welder. That will repair any of your pipes. All shown in this episode, so make sure you stick around to the very end. It won't take too long, even though the scenarios take a little longer in general. Any objectives so far? No, not just yet, but that will soon change, I'm sure of it. Knowing this company and working for it as long as I have, they're very demanding. Right here, right now. So let's get AO up and running first in our last one. Nope, second last one. Yep, there it is. Let's get that back open and pop that in. Let's get him to do a maintenance analysis around the plant. And let's go ahead and open this up. Alright, we've got one loop. There's one of the 3 pumps. We've got our steam gen and our pressurizer right there. We have no fuel in the core, and we have no outer core coolant. Alright, at least that's what we can see. Let's go ahead and turn all of these panels on and get an in-depth look at everything, and I'm really curious to see what this says. So that's empty, we saw that, and so is our inner core vessel. So let's go ahead and start feeding that and start filling that up ASAP, because that takes a really long time to do. So we'll get that going as soon as possible. Our vacuum's not pulled, let's just do that now, and our condenser level is completely empty, so we need to top that up. And obviously our generator pulls coolant from this condenser level as well, so if that's got nothing in it, I've got nothing to fill this with, so I need to wait before I can do that. That's alright. We have no fuel in the core, so we might as well test out that control rods by setting that to there. And no, scram it very quickly. Even though we've got no core, we can't raise any temperature. That's why I wanted to see if that'd work, and they're broken. So let's acknowledge that alarm and we'll swap that out before filling that outer core vessel nice and easy. So that should now be a objective, which we can do nice and easy. That's all right. We'll go and do that right now. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and get this new fuel that's available in the fuel room with an automated process using our crane. So he'll just go over to that fuel room behind that wall and just grab that core nice and easy, which we can use this surveillance camera without our HUD to go and watch this crane pop down and grab it nice and easy. Ready for it. Yoink. There it goes. So we'll just shut that back down again. That's no prob. The crane will automatically come back over and plop that fuel rod right into that vessel down there so we can insert it into the core and raise the temperature later on down the road. So there goes that one coming down. Such a cool animation. Yeah, just plonks it right there and then goes back. So now that that's done, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to insert that into the core. No, I can't, not yet. Incorrect operating, so let's get nominal mode first and then put that into the core, because that's not going to raise the temperature in any way, shape or form. There we go. So that it didn't give us an animation for it, even though that's already done. So now we can shut down that panel since that's already inserted and ready to go. As you can see, it just gave us the fuel already loaded because I tried to do it again. Let's bring our HUD back, as that vent valve seems to be open for some reason. Doesn't say it's open over here. Let's see if I can close it. No, I can't. That's alright. I'll have to see if I can manually open that myself. As well as C3 valve, apparently. Yes, apparently so. So let's go downstairs and fix all that up and check on all of the oil pressures in all three of our available pumps. So we've got one in the reactor core room, and then another 2 more pumps in the turbine room. So we'll go in here, swap out that rod controller, get that all sorted out. Run on down here. Watch out, fall damage is a real thing in this game, and you only get 1 life per save. So make sure you come on down here nice and easy and grab that old broken one. Let's get the new one, plonk it in there and close that door. Let's run back upstairs and we can now fill this outer core. Otherwise we'd be swimming if it was full. Let's, while we're here, I saw that blast door closed in the corner of my eye. Let's do that. Let's see if we can close this vent valve with the manual bypass. So let's turn that on to see if I can close it. No, I cannot, so the valve is stuck. Sometimes the scenario will allow you to manually open that or manually close them, but it doesn't seem like I can do that in this playthrough. That's alright. Let's see if I can manually open the C3 valve at least. It should be over here. So we might be able to start filling up our steam generator. Yes, we can. That's really good. So at least we'll be able to do that. And that's saving on at least a little bit of time, no problemo. Good, good. And then I'll put that bypass back to off so we have controls up in the reactor control room for that one. While we're here, we'll jump upstairs. Not on this one. It was this one over here. As this is the pump, we need to check the oil pressure in. It is empty. Let's go ahead and top that up right now, shall we? Hopefully we've got enough oil cans to fill all 3 of these pumps up, which it looks like we just have enough. We've got 6 bottles, 2 per pump. Should work out really rather well, actually. AO should come back with that maintenance report pretty soon. Just run on down. While I'm here, I might as well show you how to fix this broken pipe right here. So get your welder rods on the floor like so. Get your welder out in your hand and just left click on that box until it's full inventory. What you want to do is just go left to right like you see right here without raising the red temperature bar you see there over the top. If you do that, it will undo all of your welds. So make sure you don't do that, and you're just trying to cover this hole as much as possible without over temperaturizing your welder. There we go. And it's represented how far or how closely finished you are with that green tick. You only get 3 chances, which is represented by those 3 green dots you see just there. go. Almost over temperaturizing. We're halfway there already. It's much easier and much cheaper for us to do this than to get our AO to do it. There you go. There's the maintenance report. Thanks, AO. Almost done here. The electrode just gets changed automatically, which is really quite nice. Oh, that was really close to over temperaturizing. And done. Beautiful. I did notice this one was also damaged. I don't think I can reach that to fix it. No, left click, I can't do anything. Unfortunately, that one I don't need to do anything as it's already fixed. So let's drop that and put that in our backpack as well as those electrode blocks. Now, while we're on that path, let's go ahead and fix those other two pipes. Sorry, those other two pumps, and fix those oil pressures if need be. Yes, it's the same as the other one. That's fine. We have just enough oil to finish this job off. Whoever's on the next shift should definitely order some more of these oils because they're definitely going to need it eventually. There we go. There's two in there. Good. Let's go get the other one, which should just be down here. All the pumps are in the green. They're good to go now. So we can just chuck all of those empty oil cans in the bin up near the generator upstairs later on. But we can save a bit of time by not doing it just yet. We can always do that later on, but there's stuff to do. Now that our rod controller has been replaced, I should now be able to fill that outer core and get on with getting some power up and running ASAP. So let's run on over here, and we've got this to be rather close to full. That's good. Let's go ahead and have a look at what needs to be fixed. That hydraulic valve is at 10%, but the other one is perfectly fine. The only pumps, or the only thing I have on at the present moment, is this feed water circuit pump that's filling this inner vessel. That takes ages to do, so I'm more than happy to do at least 2 or 3 hours in time skip to repair anything needed while that is filling up in the background, but nothing else is on. And make sure, because once you accept this, it's going to skip some time and all those pumps and stuff are going to be running in the background that whole time. It is really not fun coming back from this screen to all your pumps on fire. It's really not a good time, and I've done that multiple times because it's, oh no, I forgot this pump, or oh no, I didn't do this, and it's just not a good time. It really isn't. So now that that's all done and that core valve is fixed, I should now be able to close it and get everything else up and running. So that's perfectly fine the way it is. That's good. Let's get that condenser filled as well as the outer core vessel. So let's load that. How's our inner core? That's just about ready. That's just about ready to be turned off, to be honest. That's really good timing. So about 3 hours, maybe 4 hours to fill this inner vessel completely. So that I wouldn't go any more in your time skip while this pump itself is on. This only takes about an hour to fill all the way from 0 to 100%, so don't do that either. In the meantime of this condenser filling, we should be able to start filling this one up at about 50 litres a second or so. Once it gets to about 2,500 litres in this, I'll go ahead and I'll just turn that pump off, and as it's priming down, it should stop before it gets to 3,700 litres, hopefully. That's alright. Oh, that pump for the vacuum is still on. That's alright. We only ever need to use that once. And hopefully it didn't catch on fire. No, it doesn't seem to. That's awesome. We can continue on. Our outer core vessel is starting to fill. So what we can do now is, that's full. We can turn that feed water circuit off since our inner core vessel is completely full. And I'm going to open this vent valve and this cooling valve on this pressurizer so I can start filling it up ready for use. Let's run back over to our generator. Wait for this to get up to about 2,500 as I said, and I'll turn that off. But in the meantime, I'll get this ready. I'll open that breaker, and we've got one resistor available. Not too sure why these are all on. We only need that one on because we've only got one resistor with a capacity of 5,000 kilowatts. That's going to be interesting. So this should now fill up once this is on at 50. So let's turn this primary coolant pump on. That's now going to allow that pressurizer to start filling up. Forgot about that almost. And this is now at 2,500 liters. Let's go ahead and just turn that pump off. And that shouldn't get too far out of hand. That's good. That should prime down eventually. Almost ready to start producing power here. Just about ready. That's almost at about 50%. That's getting there, no probs. This level in the pressurizer is coming up. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to speed up the time just a little bit, just so we can get this up and running a little bit faster. So there we go. The level's raising a little bit faster now. That's good. This stopped just before 3,700 liters. That should be fine for operations. And the condenser level is almost ready to be turned off when it gets to about 20,000 liters. That should be good as well. This is almost finished. Just waiting for this pressurizer to fill up. And then I'll close the valves, turn it on, get some power up and running ASAP. Just about there. And right about now, I'm quite happy with. So let's close that vent valve and close the cooling valve to stop it from filling. If you overfill it a little bit too much, that's perfectly fine. When you turn the pressurizer on and it gets up to proper operating temperature, it'll just bring that level back down again into perfect operational temperature. So now those lines are off, let's go ahead and turn that pressurizer on. Slow the time down a little bit, and I'm going to turn these valves off so they're not in operation since they're already closed, and I don't need to use them at all. How are we going on over here? Our condenser's almost where we want it to be. Just want it to fill up just a little bit more than that would be nice. Pressure should come up very shortly. Once it gets to get a little bit more temperature, it'll start bringing that pressure up, as I said before. Come on over here. Just about there, 20,000. Let's go ahead and turn that condenser load pump off. And we're about 80% on the outer core vessel. When it gets to about 90, I'll turn this pump off. But we're almost there. We're probably just raising the pressure. Yes, we are. That's good. That can raise up nicely. Good, good, good. That should come up quite fast. And when it gets a little bit higher, I'll start bringing that temperature up. But this is still, yep, that's good. That's primed up. That's just about full. So I'm happy to start getting this up to temperature and producing power as soon as possible. So let's get that going. That's at 91. Let's go ahead and turn this outer core vessel pump off. And that should be everything off, ready to go. Ready and waiting. That's good. Condenser, the vacuum's all good. And there's criticality on the reactor core above 55 degrees. Awesome. So we'll bring that temperature up nice and quick. We'll keep an eye on that pressurizer, and we'll stop it when it gets to about 180-ish. Yes, thank you, AO. Once this gets to about 100 degrees, I'll turn that pump on, and we should be good. So I'll start it at, say, 40. And I'm going to turn this condenser on to about 50-ish. I might need to raise that up sooner or later, but that should be all right. What temperature are we at? 75. What's our pressure at? 90. We're okay. Temperature's fine. That should start coming down almost any second. There's 100 degrees. Let's turn that pump on. Beauty. Because that should start lowering any second right now. There we go. Good, good, good. That's lowering because it's pumping more and more in there, but then it will start turning into steam, and then that will start balancing out. Should be good. Pressurizer's still coming up. We won't start generating power just yet, because that's still priming up. I asked it to do 40, and it's only at 30 at the moment, so we're almost there. We're almost at temperature. Might slow this down just a little bit, go to 96. That pressure is really getting up there. Let's stop that pressurizer right there. That's good. Oh, it's fluctuating a little bit. That's okay.
Voltage drop has occurred. The plant has not been operational for too long.
What's going on? Apparently I need to repair damaged power lines. That's really good. I've shown you how to fix pipes. I can show you how to fix cables too at the same time. I'll do that in just a hot second, but I really want to get synced to the grid so I'm not overproducing and damaging our resistors in any way, shape or form. So I'm not going to open these bypasses until this gets to at least half the capacity of my resistor banks. And then I'm going to crank them to 50 and stop them as they're powering up when this starts dropping. So we'll get there very shortly. That's dropping again. Let's turn this up to 45. Seems okay. That should be okay. Maybe a little bit too soon. Let's just drop it down by 2. Actually, it should be good like that since we're not opening our bypasses just yet. I want these 2 green bars to match up ASAP to output that power. Pronto. Because they want power, right, meow? Yep, right, meow. And I need to repair those power lines as well, so. Almost there. So right now, I'm going to start pumping this up. I'm going to pump it to 50, so it goes up a lot faster than what it would normally. Because I really don't want to go over the 5,000 kilowatt absorption capacity on my resistors. I don't want to blow them up. I really don't want to blow them up. 73, 80, 87. That should be okay. Our temperature's 386. That's really high. Let's just get that on 99.2 and drop that temperature down a little bit. That's dropping that rather quickly. So let's get that down to 30 and let that climb up a bit more. There we go. That's good. 53. That's stabilizing right there. The temperature's nowhere near dangerous. That's fantastic as well. How's our pressure and temperature? They're okay. This should be dropping down ever so slightly. I might just get that by another 0.1 just to be sure. There we go. Might drop a little bit faster now. That's good. 24. That's coming up nice and fast. We're almost at the 22,000 already, and then we can go fix those cables nice and quick. That's now dropping down, so let's crank this up. Temperature's still fine. Might as well crank that to 60. Slow the temperature raise a little bit further down. There we go, yep. We're at 3,000 out of 5,000, getting very dangerously close to what we need to. So let's just get this up to 35. See if that makes a difference. Oh, a little bit too much. So let's just go 31 for now and let that raise up a bit more. Because I really want this 22,000 ASAP and get that on going. 389, it's coming down. Maybe get another 0.1. How much power are they wanting? Oh, close to 10,000. That is a lot. That's alright. We should be able to produce that really quickly while we're fixing all those cables downstairs to get it up and running. And here we go. So now I need to raise the speed a little bit. Get it flicked in the other orientation, so clockwise. And I'm gonna, oh, no, raise it a little bit more. Get up the top, you sneaky, and slow it down, lock it there. We're in sync, 22, 22. Close the breaker. We're outputting power to the grid, so all of that's not being used in our resistors. Let's drop all of these bypasses down to 0, so all that steam we're producing in our generator is going through the turbine and going to produce as much power as we possibly can. Speaking of which, let's pop that into 100 and pop this one into 100 as well as the condenser, because I want max power out of this thing as fast as possible, while I'm going to go and show you how to fix these cables downstairs using this repair cable tool. So that will be one of our last jobs for the day, and hopefully we've got enough charge in our repair cable or repair pliers to fix all of these things up. Alright, so there's one there, it's not sparking. There's another one there, it's not sparking either. We're looking, yep, there it is over there. We need to look for the one that's sparky. So let's get our repair pliers out what you need to do is charge it up, go over to it, and since it's a little bit higher than where the pliers are, just give it a little jump and it will do it. Hold the left click until it's finished the job and finished repairing it, just like so. Nice and easy. Go over to the next one, hold the charge first, and then do the same little jumpy action to get it on going. Hold the click once more until it's finished. Done. So that's how you repair cables, nice and easy. I'm going to go ahead and fix the rest of these cables that need to be done, and I'll meet you back in the RCR as soon as possible. So charge it on up, plop it on. Hopefully get everything done. We got that objective complete. Repair damaged power lines. That's awesome. And now we should be really outputting power to the grid. 7100. Still raising ever so slightly, just because we are cranking it all up. And this is lowering because we are pulling away more heat away from the reactor, because this is at 100%. So now we can raise this reactivity back up to get this back up into gear again. That pressurizer is fluctuating just a little bit, and we should be able to get our generator onto the automatic function so it shuts down nicely. There it goes. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So all we're waiting for now is for us to start producing enough power out to the grid nicely, which they are requesting 9300. So I'm gonna press 3 on my keyboard and skip time as much as possible until we get a completion of this scenario, which, yes, I have completed all 3 of them already off camera. Make sure you stick around for me doing that uninterrupted power supply as well as that third one. I've already done them all. They're really quite fun. Here we go. Just about up to where we want to be. Let's turn our resistors off because I want to put out all this power, because we are technically in easy mode, even though I don't really play it in easy. It's just the default for this scenario. There we go. We're finally producing the power we want to output to the grid. So now we just need to wait between 11:02 and 12:02 for this to finish up, and we're good as gold. Everything should be done nice and easy. There we go. We're finally up to the 12:02 time and just about finished the scenario. I haven't changed anything in the background. Everything is as is, and all done. Absolutely fantastic. You're more than happy to go and catch the train and leave this scenario, or more than even easily able to go back to the main menu or exit the game or start again. Every scenario is always different. As I've noticed, some of the valves are sometimes stuck and sometimes not stuck. Sometimes they allow you to manually open them or close them. Sometimes they don't. Till next time, as always, stay sharp. Till then, see ya.